man.
Geno Smith and star Max Crosby. It started first with Geno Smith, which is why I'm gonna show you this one first. It's not a video; it's just an image. But in this image, you see Geno Smith putting up his hands. You can't really tell what he's doing, but what he was doing was flicking off the fan that had a sign there that said "Bigger Bust, Geno Smith or Jamarcus Russell." And if you guys don't know who Jamarcus Russell is, he was a number one pick back in 2007, I believe,
Yep.
for the Oakland Raiders, not the Las Vegas Raiders, for the Oakland Raiders. That he was supposed to be this big time star because he came out of LSU and was he a Heisman Trophy winner? BC, I don't remember if he
I
was, but I know that he had he shined, right.
He had, yeah, but I'm looking it up right now. I don't believe he won the Heisman. If he did,
Yeah, I don't think he did.
that's
I don't think he did, but he had a fantastic year for the
yeah.
LSU Tigers, and then that's why he got drafted number one pick. So
Yep.
Geno Smith is here flicking off this fan here, and then right after, which I'll put it up on the screen, boom, you see Max Crosby right here. If you guys are watching, I don't know if you could see my mouse. I doubt you can see the mouse, but you see number nine, dude in the white uniform, obviously with the white gloves, where you can't tell what he's doing with his hand, but he also flicked off the fan. And the
Yep.
reason why I wanted to bring up this topic, man, because a lot of people like to criticize players because of the interactions that they have with fans, especially when it's negative. When it's positive, it's obviously shined and they say, "Oh, what a good guy," and this and that, and whatever. When it's
Yeah.
negative, they like to say, "Oh, what a a-hole," and all this stuff and this and that. One question I wanted to ask you in particular, and I'm sure we'll have other questions that pop up about this, but should Geno Smith and Max Crosby, because I've seen it being flown around on Twitter and other socials, saying that they're going to get fined for this interaction, which I think is hilarious. But in your thoughts, do you think that Max Crosby and Geno Smith should be fined for flicking off this fan because of the sign?
No, no, they should not. And the reason for that is because I have seen much worse not get fined, and I've seen the exact same thing get fined. All right, like I will say this: I have seen at Bucks games where Vita Vea, love him, class act, amazing guy. He always does stuff with his family pregame. Dude was dude was like had his little girl in his arms, and literally, like they had him up on the big screen. It was great family moment. Dude was like doing something with her finger or whatever, and it was the cutest thing in the world. I thought, doing the little Tarzan thing, like comparing the hands or whatever. It's adorable. No, dude, literally is rolling down each finger and got his little girl to flip off the cameras at the stadium. And it's like,
That's
it's
hilarious.
hilarious. I know it wasn't him, it was his daughter, but still, you get the gist. So it's like, bro, if that doesn't get him fined, these guys should not get fined for that. Now, do I think that they should have been like that pissy with the fan because they just said bigger bust, Geno or Jamarcus? I think that's a bit much to be flipping off a fan for. Like it's like, come on. Like I will say, I think that, I don't think they should get fined. Although I also don't think they should have just been that upset with the fan that they flipped them off. It's literally like bigger, like, come on. I think the whole situation is way overblown. Now, again, do I think they should have flipped them off? No. Do I think that they should get fined for it? No. Like, come on. Let's move on to next topic next week. Like, let's all have some thick skin here and just forget about it. Come on.
Yeah, the reason I brought up the topic is because I've seen the controversy going around on socials on like,
Yeah.
oh, you got one side that's saying, oh, they shouldn't be doing that, and you got another side that's saying, oh, yeah, they should flick off the fan or whatever. And to me, bro, I just love it, man. I love the interaction with the fans because as a fan, that's what you want. You want interaction with the players, man. And I think it's just hilarious. First of all, I think the sign's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a
It is.
player, I would be laughing. If I was a teammate of that player, I would
Yep.
be laughing because it's just in the moment. It's just funny. But I don't really think that Geno Smith is a bust. He's
No.
shown that he can improve and he can go out there and win games. He's
Yep.
shown it. So to me, it would just be funny, right?
Yeah,
And
he
even if
wasn't
I was
also a
the
number one
player,
overall pick either, like Jamarcus. He was like drafted what, like I think like maybe top 10. if I'm
Yeah,
not
I think he
mistaken.
was top 5, if anything.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
mean,
I think so.
his New York days for sure, like they were bust, but he revived his career. Unlike Jamarcus, he never
Dude,
got out
to
of it.
play in New York as a quarterback, man, it's
Oh
tough.
gosh,
It's tough.
yeah, it's a
Even like
nightmare.
especially for the Jets, but like for the Giants too, but especially for the Jets, it is
Yeah,
tough, man. It's bright
yeah,
lights. You got to show out. You know how New Yorkers are. They don't.
yeah.
They're just like Philly fans. Like if you're not proving yourself, they're gonna tell you,
That's,
"Yo, get the heck out of here." You know what I'm saying? But
that's
just
putting it
bro, I
politely.
love the interaction with the fans, man.
Yeah,
If I
I
was
do
Geno
too.
Smith, if it would have said George Perez, who's a bigger bust, George Perez or Geno Smith, whatever. If I was there on the field, I would laugh and I would probably pick off the fan too because it in just in the entertainment purposes and just because of laughing, not because I'm pissed off at the fan, because
Yeah,
I'm laughing and I'm like, yo, you know what? F you, bro. F you. You
you
know,
know,
like
if I
that's how
was
I
just
see it.
for me, I would have been like, "Yo, you got a pen on you?" And I would have just signed. I would have just signed. I would have just autographed it, signed my name like right below it or whatever, like my name, and just for fun, man, just to be like, "There you go," and I just went out there
Yeah,
and thrown
that's
like
what I'm
five
saying. Like you
tutties.
just enjoy the moment, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
but
think
to be upset though about it, that some fan put that on a thing, like, come on, like, because that's what it seems like. I don't think necessarily it's for me. What I take umbrage with is the fact that he was upset, and it's like, oh, f you, blah blah. It's like,
mm,
come on, dude. If you are gonna be that upset that a fan called you a bust, come on. But
bro, I feel like as a professional athlete, not even,
yeah,
bro, not even a
yeah,
collegiate and even high school, bro. Because in high
yeah,
school, bro, I there were games that literally the fans will be talking smack to us behind a gate once
yep,
we're getting off the bus to go to the field,
yep,
bro. And
yep,
it is what it is. That's the interaction with the game. That's what comes with sports, bro. This is
yep,
why one of the reasons we love sports and we play sports is because of the fan interaction. The fan interaction is in the game. It's
yep,
either your loved ones and your friends backing you up and supporting you, or you got other people that really want you to do bad because you're
yeah.
going up against their team. That's just what it is, bro. It's what it
Yep.
is.
And as well, because we've talked about this before, obviously, with people like bringing up somebody's dead mother. That's one thing.
Yeah, no,
If you're gonna bring up,
that's
if
different,
you're
bro.
bringing
That's
up
completely
friends
different.
or family, that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
If you're
no,
gonna use like
100%.
racial
100%.
or ethnic slurs, that's unacceptable. If
Yes,
you want
for
to just
sure.
talk and say, "Yo, you're a bust, you're a bum, you suck,"
That's just part of the
fine.
game. That's
Yeah,
just part of
that's
the game,
fine.
bro.
Yeah,
Like whatever, man. But
yeah.
no, I
Things
don't
that
think that they should get fined. And I
no,
and I, and I don't blame Gino and Max Crosby for defending themselves a little bit by flicking off the fan. No, like the
yeah,
fan knew what was up with that sign. He knew
yeah,
it was a negative statement, a negative
yeah.
comment going towards former Seattle Seahawk quarterback Geno
Former
Smith.
New,
Now
former New York Jets quarterback.
yes, now Las Vegas Raiders quarterback. He knows what he was doing with that sign, man. I think it's just
Yeah,
in hilarious fun and games, bro. And
yeah,
I think the worst that happened was that they flicked them off. But what does flicking off do, bro? What does it
yeah,
do? Nothing. It doesn't nothing, bro. So I don't think they should get fined, and I don't think that the fan should be either kicked out of the game because I've seen that too. Oh, kick them out of the
yeah.
game and this and that. No, no,
No,
like
no.
bro, it's just a part of the game, bro. That's it.
I have seen similar signs at Bucks games, and they don't throw people out for that. So like, come on,
Yeah.
again, they're not talking about somebody's relatives or friends. They're not using slurs or anything. It's literally the most benign. It's literally the most benign sign that is insulting a player that I've seen. So if we're gonna start throwing fans out for that, it's like, come on, now they can't even. Now, what next? You're gonna throw them out when they say you suck? Come on,
Yeah, dude.
come on. You gotta,
Whatever,
you
man.
got. Yeah, it is what it is. People got to grow thick skin. Come on.
Literally, literally. Come on.